Who's here tonight? Welcome to Live with Diane and Restoration Station back to you. Little pause that refreshes. So let's start with some breathing. Ideally, you want to have good alignment, excellent upright posture or lying down posture. Excellent posture where your ears are aligned with your hips. And when you take that full breath, you should feel it expand to your back and your sides. On the exhale, the navel draws in gently. And again, inhale. Think of lengthening your spine. Think of expanding in a full circumference. And exhale. So, if you want to emphasize relaxing, you want to emphasize the exhale of your breath. And if you would like to emphasize energy, then you want to emphasize the inhale and or mouth breathing. And let's try a couple shoulder circles. I've been trying to use my mobile for these so that they can get more circulation, but it means I can't announce them. Hello. So if shoulder circles went well, go ahead and put your hands on your circles and on your circles. Put your hands on your circles. Put your hands on your shoulders and continue to make circles. Should be pain-free. Circling up and around. Remember, a nice big full exhale. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Yes. Stretch and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Full circumference of the rib cage. Let your back expand and let your ribs expand to the sides on the inhale. On the exhale, your navel will gently go in. If you want some serious breath, I've been both Pilates and yoga for decades, Pilates for decades. And if you want some serious breathwork training, jump into Chuck McGee III's Zoom on Sunday morning or Monday. Welcome. And yeah, on my channel are hundreds of free self-care videos, usually a single stretch or a couple of stretches for you to do whenever. You could be in a different time zone, so you can just tap into it at any time. And the stretching that I currently specialize in, or since 1997 have been specializing in, is called active isolated stretching. No, I cannot teach a backflip. I would not feel like I was treating you guys, taking care of your safety if I were to try to teach you a backflip. However, back breathing, I can teach you that. So what I want you to do is really notice your back and side ribs expanding with your inhale. Okay, I'll take that question. It's a fitness question. So weight loss. Weight loss is achieved through weight Weight loss is a compilation of things. I mean, there are many contributing factors. Having more muscle mass helps you burn more calories even at rest. Cardio does burn, sure, cardio does burn fat, but on the other hand, you need to be strong enough to do it, and even breath work can contribute to that. And of course, your food choices, huge factor in weight loss. So I went through a period of doing hill sprints in the morning. Who asked that question? Was that a man or a woman? So my upper body might go, my head is gone, but as I inhale, can you see that expanding backwards? And yes, I have some crazy ribs, but watch my ribs go sideways. And now I can't see what you're seeing, but watch my ribs expand to the back. And if you watch babies, they expand, their whole bodies just expand in all directions when they breathe. And the only reason we don't do that as adults is we get it trained out of us. You know, we we get told to sit down and be quiet, and you know, we stifle our breathing. But you can get that back. Beat Buddy SpongeBob, excellent. Yeah, I had a SpongeBob post on X. So anyhow, yes, you. So SpongeBob breathing. Yeah. So movement is so good for the body, so good for the fascia, so good for brains, and pretty much everything. Vegetarian. Are you the vegetarian I was chatting with on my friend's channel? So Chuck McGee III is one of Wim Hof's instructors. So he's the one who does, Chuck is the one who does, if you Google Iced Viking Breathworks, I think .com, you'll see his schedule for when he teaches his free Zooms. Shout out to Mike Latoris. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying this. Yeah, breath is essential. Breath is life, right? And movement is essential. And the combination of the two, I'm glad you appreciate it. Yes, and I hope that you will enjoy so a lot of the stretches on my channel are body stretches, but it's a little tricky in this environment to do a fuller body stretch. Oh, well, happy birthday to Mike Hunt. Absolutely. Happy birthday to Mike Hunt. And and kudos to all you people who care about your friends. I love that. That's the kind of connection that makes the world go round. So happy birthday to Mike Hunt, and hello to, yeah. Let me see if I can scroll. Can I scroll? And hello again to Mike Latoris. I hope I said your name correct. Oof. Well, hello to the East Coast. Wow, it's a little late there, huh? And happy birthday again to Mike. Yes, is he on here with you? For inflammation, oh my goodness. So hydrate. Turmeric. I might not be saying that right, but turmeric is super good for reducing inflammation, and it pairs well with black pepper. So I usually have a shake at some point during the day. And because I'm perimenopausal, I usually put creatine in it. I used to think that was just for boy bodybuilders, but it's actually really super important for our brains. So turmeric reduces inflammation. And recently I did a 3.5 day autophagy fast. So that reduced inflammation in my body hugely. Yes. Shout out to Nick. World appreciate. Yes. It, Mike. Oh, God, I hope I don't butcher this name. Uxlong? Happy birthday to Mike Uxlong. Green tea is amazing. Do you know they actually have seniors gargle it with it in Japan and in retirement homes? Green tea is amazing. Green tea is good for skin. It's good for the blood. I mean, if they're having seniors gargle with it, it obviously reduces disease. Yes, green tea is wonderful. Um, well, this was my first. So, you said the Dr. Berg says he doesn't recommend the 72-hour fast more than twice a year. I have done it only once. I did a really long fast, but decades ago. And I had spirulina, so it wasn't like the full-on autophagy. But I got such great results from my 3.5 day autophagy fast that I was thinking of doing it once a quarter, but it's hard to find the time for it. Dr. Berg is pretty smart about things. Although I really wish people would warn people about magnesium. There's so many kinds of magnesium, and it turns out magnesium glycinate is really bad for people with hypermobility. So, and it doesn't say that on any channel that I've seen or any label that I've seen. Found that out the hard way. But Dr. Berg is pretty smart. It's from him that I actually learned that I need to pair my vitamin D with vitamin K for it to be absorbed. So there's just so many different kinds of magnesium. So magnesium threonate crosses the blood-brain barrier. So I tend to do magnesium threonate in the morning and in the afternoon, but it's not the kind of magnesium that helps you relax. So sometimes I drink a drink called Calm, which is magnesium citrate, and magnesium, the one that starts with O, is just really hard to digest. And then magnesium malate. Oh, is Tess here? Tess, are you in the house? Tess? Because a very special young man named Anthony wants to take you to the prom. Everyone here hopes you'll say yes. That's super sweet. Tess Teckles. Thank you, Nicholas. So tell me more about the recent vitamin D3 studies. I know that vitamin D is so valuable, especially if, yeah. I knew that was a joke. Vitamin D is super valuable, and dark skinned people in cloudy environments like this tend to need even more of it. Some of my friends are in that category, but vitamin D pairs well with K, and it helps prevent cancer. Seriously, that's one of the vitamins that we really need to take. Anybody here in San Francisco besides me? No, just today, online. All right. Yeah, 5,000 I use daily. And sometimes I'll take even more. Like if I feel like I'm fighting off a virus, or I'm super tired or jet lagged or something, I might even take, might take more. So vitamin D is wonderful. And when I was doing the autophagy fast, I made my own electrolytes with lemon and sea salt. I didn't even know you could do that, but ChatGPT helped me out. I'm like, where do I find good electrolytes? And it turns out my body really needs a lot of salt. So I've continued putting lemon and salt in my water. It's tasty. It is tasty. Well, thank you all for dropping in. I hope that you will enjoy the stretching. And I'll see you next time. I'm here every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m.